Yet another photo taken with my Fuji and not my Nikon, my 50 millimeter lens, my Nikon. This is taken with my Fuji. You got your 23 millimeter lens, works out to about a 35 millimeter focal length, and this is the kind of picture that I couldn't have gotten with my Nikon in the 50. I would have had to, it would have been a totally different composition. The lens is not wide enough to get this type of picture, but also the thing with that Fuji is it is so small and unassuming that you can take pictures in public spaces and people don't really notice. And I mean, maybe this is just in my head. Maybe they don't notice with a DSLR. And maybe I think that they do when in reality people don't notice or just don't care. But I feel conspicuous taking pictures in public spaces with my DSLR, and I don't really with that Fuji. It just looks like a unassuming little pocket camera, and it is. In many ways, it's unremarkable to look at. And when we bought it, my wife and I were kind of debating, do we get the black model or the silver model? And I want to get the silver model, and my wife said, no, let's get the black model because it looks even more plain and it doesn't draw attention to itself. And she was exactly right. When I shot this picture, I was walking around campus, had my Fuji with me, and just taking some pictures. It was another unseasonably nice day on campus, and I saw this particular scene, and I thought, man, it'd be cool if a bicyclist came along, and I could get a kind of a motion trail shot of someone biking. So I sat there for 1 minute, and pretty soon I could see a cyclist coming along. So I put the camera in, what do you call it? Drive mode. I forget the name, but it was taking eight shots a second, and continuous high speed, I think is what they call it. And I focused on the library in the background, used an aperture of, f4 maybe. And when that bicyclist started to enter the frame, I just held that shutter down, and here it was clicking away eight frames a second, and you couldn't hear a thing, especially since it was outside. DSLR, you would hear that clack, 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 clack of the shutter, and it would just be a totally different experience. And I'm not saying like DSLRs are bad. I'm just saying that I couldn't have gotten this picture with my 50 millimeter lens, and I probably wouldn't have gotten it with my DSLR because I would have felt too self-conscious taking that. And it's not a better or worse scenario. It's just a different scenario. Both cameras, both types of cameras, both types of lenses, they're great for different things. And I happen to take this one with the Fuji. And so anyway, I'm really enjoying that camera and enjoying the images that it makes.